Hello, this is a monthly tarot card reading for the sign of Capricorn for the month of July until August 2019. If you have a Capricorn sun, Capricorn moon, or a Capricorn rising, or maybe you have a heavy Capricorn presence within your birth chart, you can read, this reading will apply to you. If for some reason the message does not fit, feel free to throw it out and look for another message on another platform, whether that be someone else's video or the video for your rising or moon sign. Alright, Capricorn, your first card is the Eight of Pentacles. This is in reverse. After that, you have the King of Swords. Following that, we have the Ace of Wands. We have the Eight of Swords as your fourth card. The Four of Wands as your fifth card. The Nine of Pentacles following that, and then finally we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, Capricorn, so it looks like we have an interesting interplay. We have everything but water and cups in this reading. We have wands and we have pentacles and a little bit of sword energy as well. So this reading seems to be primarily work related. And I believe it has to do with how you value yourself as well. Perhaps this is how you value yourself in your work environment. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, as well as the Eight of Swords. It signifies to me issues with believing in your own abilities, your ability to get the work done. And of course, if you are a Capricorn, the likelihood is that you have a heavy emphasis on work in your life. You do have the Ace of Wands in the upright. Now here this is also matched with the Ace of Pentacles, however, in the reverse. You might be having issues with fruition of your ideas. And it seems that maybe every time you put in some effort, maybe you feel as if you get half back, or maybe you feel that all of your efforts are thwarted. We have the Ace of Wands matched with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. We have the celebratory card of the Four of Wands in the upright matched with the Six of Wands in the reverse. We have this card of self-worth, the Nine of Pentacles, matched with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And we have this two cards of sword energy, this Eight of Swords matched with the King of Swords. To me, it seems that you have one good idea and it doesn't pan out, or there's something holding you back. every time you attempt to make improvement in your life or within your work, something's holding you back. Or it could be that there's a drawback to these successes that you're having. So let's get some clarifiers as well for this reading. I would like to clarify the Eight of Swords in particular. What is this feeling like you can't look at what is around you, this fear to move, this fear to make progress, this fear to step into your own. We have the Eight of Swords right above the Nine of Pentacles. And if you look, these two figures are similar. They're both surrounded. They're both upright. However, the situation and circumstances are very different. So it's like you might be having a fear of coming into your own, or a fear of independence in your work environment. So let's get a clarifier for the Eight of Swords. Here we have again the Four of Wands. This time it's in the reverse. Again, there is that dual energy. We have the Four of Wands in the upright and the Four of Wands in reverse. So because this is your transition energy, the Eight of Swords, because it's clarified by the Four of Wands in reverse, in the middle of the month, that is where you'll be feeling like you don't know how to progress any further. In the beginning of the month, you have this energy of maybe not knowing how to progress with your work. But then you have this clarity and this passion to continue doing something you're passionate about or adding new passion into your work. And then in the middle of the month, there's this fear that it will not come to fruition. And this is the fear that might be crowning your overall energy as well. However, it does actually pan out. You do get this Four of Wands, and you also receive this Nine of Pentacles. So there is fruition if you could only just take off that blindfold. This King of Swords energy is going to be very good for you. This king is fearless. He's not scared. He's strong. He's independent. He's capable. This is the energy you need to remind yourself of while you might be going through these hiccups. We have this Eight of Swords. This King of this King of Swords sees things so clearly, and yet we have this energy in the middle of the month where you don't see much at all, where your clarity is blinded, and you don't think things will come to fruition. But again, as we said, by the end of the month, things do. We have this Nine of Pentacles. She represents self-worth. She represents independence. And yet we have this Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So let's clarify this Ace of Pentacles for Capricorn for the month of July 2018, please. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen Queen of Chalices as it is in this card. And again, we have the King of Swords. So, with the King of Swords and the Queen of Chalices being the clarifiers for the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, to me what this signifies is that you need to be more in touch with your emotions and your fears. And what I love about the Queen of Cups as well in this deck is that she's writing everything down. So to me it seems like you need to become more self-aware of your fears and not let it infiltrate your decision making when it comes to work. This Ace of Pentacles seems to be largely induced. This Ace of Pentacles in reverse seems to be largely the result of an incapacity to really align our emotions and our ability to work in a healthy way. Sometimes when we don't have an emotional connection to our work, it makes our work easier. However, that doesn't mean that we shouldn't have an emotional connection to our work, especially when we're passionate about what we do. It can make us feel more vulnerable as well. So it's important for us to really take care of how we feel about something and how we feel about our work and how much we let it influence our work so that it doesn't influence our work in a negative way. So let's get a card to see how this situation is going to pan out towards the end of July and the beginning of August. What will become of the situation? How will it transfer? How will this energy transfer into the beginning of August, please? The Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is passionate, but she is in control. She knows her boundaries. She's important. And she's also aware of her environment and herself and her own importance. And she feels comfortable with her passion as well. You see that sunflower she's holding? while she might occasionally come across as a bit rigid, she knows how to be passionate and in balance with being in control and being passionate. So what that means is that the situation is not going to be, if you're feeling afraid of things not improving, if you're feeling like your work situation might quite suddenly just make you quite afraid in the middle of the month, or quite scared to take the next step, this will improve. You need to have faith in yourself, and you can't ignore feelings that make us feel insecure. We can't ignore them. We need to take control of them, and we need to acknowledge them and then move forward. And then we can become this Queen of Wands over here. And then the Ace of Pentacles will be in the upright. So Capricorn, I hope this is helpful. This seems to me to be about work with this Eight of Pentacles in the bottom. And I hope that you have a great July. All right, I'll see you in August.